guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to give my fourth stimulus check update. Now before I do, I want to make sure that you go to my website at letstalkdarling.com. Make sure that you scroll down to the bottom and sign up for email updates. Then scroll on back up to the top where you can see all of my social media links and you can follow me everywhere that I am on. Now, most importantly is that you go check out my merch store, because until the end of the year, I have a 25% off discount code. It is Grateful for 25% off. So make sure you hit up that merch store and check out our cool merch. Anyways, let's get into the video. So as I stated, I'm going to be giving you guys the latest stimulus check update. Now, this is by far all of the details because it took a lot for me to really kind of grab a hold of what was going on and what actually was approved. So yesterday, President Trump signed the stimulus bill. Now, as we all remember, last week, he pushed back on the stimulus bill that they originally submitted to him, saying that $600 was not enough. He wanted it to be $2,000. However, he was up against the clock. Senate was up against the clock. Congress was up against the clock. Everybody was up against the clock. The American people were up against the clock. And we were running out of time because we were facing a government shutdown. And ultimately, people were going to start losing benefits for unemployment. Eviction notices were going to be acted upon. So there was a lot at stake here. So I think President Trump decided, rather than put the American people through any more grief, he decided to sign the original bill as it was. You heard correctly, as it was. Now, when I first heard this, I was shocked. I was like, wait a minute, you signed it as it was? With all of that pork, with all the money for the fishes, with all the money for the fallen trees? What? So I had to really dive in, figure out what this all meant and what it means going forward. So I am going to explain what I know to you, okay? So as I stated before, this is the original stimulus bill. So every adult is going to be getting $600, and then you will also be getting $600 per dependent. Now, what's not included in those dependent dollars is adult dependents, okay? Don't quote me on this, but I'm just going based on my own experience. I have an adult dependent. So I have a daughter that is now 19 years old. She files her own taxes, okay, because she works, but I also file her as a dependent because she is still technically dependent on me and living on me, or living off of me somewhat. So she qualifies as an adult dependent, okay? I would suggest, if you're confused on whether your children qualify, check that with your CPA or a certified tax professional. Now, the other thing that you need to be very clear on is if you had a child this year, you will not be getting a $600 check or payment for that dependent right now. However, when you do your taxes in the next couple of weeks here, you will be able to claim that dependent as a dependent you had for 2020, and you will get that stimulus money back in your tax return, okay? So when is this money going to go out? That's what everybody's asking. So two things. If you qualified for the previous stimulus check, the very first one that we got, you will qualify for this one. So the income restrictions that were on the first one are the same one that are on this one. And the other thing is, if you received that stimulus check via direct deposit, you will receive this one via direct deposit, okay? Now, I know some people used that little online tool that they had to go in and put their banking information, and still some people got a paper check. You may, in fact, get a direct deposit now. However, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to open up that tool again for people to go and put their information in and verify if they are getting a stimulus check or not. That has not been determined or communicated as of yet. But what I can say is, if you got a direct deposit stimulus check last time, you will get a direct deposit stimulus check this time. And it could be if there was like a miracle the end of this week, but but probably more likely next week. Okay. So they're going to be coming out pretty quickly. If you for some reason had to change your banking information and you're worried, well, I got a direct deposit last time, but I changed all my banking information, you will now probably get a paper check. Okay. So that's what I know about that so far. Okay. Everybody's going to be asking about, what about the $2,000 stimulus check that President Trump was trying to propose? So that bill is actually headed to Congress as we speak to be voted on right now. Okay. So that is for the $2,000 bill. And if that does pass, which all the signs are pointing to it will pass, there will be an amendment to the $600 to be made $2,000, okay, if passed in the House and Senate. So that will be a second stimulus check issued. Now, this bill is a standalone bill. This is just for a stimulus check. President Trump announced yesterday and also reiterated again this morning that there is more money to come, more stimulus money to come. I don't know what that means. Honestly, I really just want them to open up the country and stop handing out money, but that's neither here nor there. I recognize there's people that need money right now. And I really want those people to get that. It's the people that are going to go out and buy Gucci shoes, and brand new Jordans with their stimulus check money that I'm not so interested in you getting that. Anyways, I digress. So, okay. So I already went through adult dependents don't qualify. Unemployment benefits are not retroactive, but they are extended. Okay. So that means that like, they're not going to go back on retroactively paying you unemployment benefits while they've been trying to figure this whole thing out. You do not need to take any additional action to receive the second stimulus check. Okay. So there's nothing that you need to do. Student loan forbearance and forgiveness is not a part of this bill. As I mentioned before, this bill has money for fishes and counting trees and all the museums in the world and every special interest group, but not for your student loans. This one doesn't include that. If you owe, this is a really, really popular question. If you owe back child support, money to government agencies or creditors, your check cannot be seized from you. Even if it goes in through your bank and you have some type of like, seizure of your bank account funds happening, they will actually be coding this check in a way that the bank will know it cannot be seized. Okay. So nobody can take this money from you if that's what you're concerned about. This stimulus check will not affect your 2020 returns. It will not reduce your refund. Okay. I went over if you have a child this year, what's going to happen. Now, okay, so here is the important part about this. So this was my biggest question because I was like, wait, really, really stunned that President Trump would sign this bill, even with all that special interest stuff in it. Like there's a lot of special interest waste in this bill. So my concern was if it is found that quote unquote, our current president stays our current president for whatever reason that I can't mention here. Otherwise this video would get taken down. You use your imagination on that. Could he make any changes to this bill? Okay. Now, originally I thought, no, it is what it is. It's set in stone, but that is not true. President Trump has invoked what is called the Impoundment Control Act of 1974, which in short allows him to redline areas that must be addressed and send it back to Congress, asking them to basically amend the bill. Okay. So that would include cutting out wasteful spending, repealing Section 230, which is, a big thing right now that he's trying to get done. So I want to say that because I want to tell you guys, hold the line, don't give up. For those of you that are just like furious and like just want to give up and don't understand why he did this, he has a plan, as he always does. Okay. Be appreciative of the fact that he is the people's president. His concern was to help individuals that need this money, and he's going to worry about the rest later. Now, granted, I kind of feel like all this should have been worked out a long time ago. Maybe the country just should have been opened up so we didn't have to have this conversation, but that's not how it panned out, and you have to take the good with the bad sometimes. But I have faith in our president. I have always had faith in our president. I will stand behind whatever decision he makes because I always feel like he makes the best decision for this country. So I will sit back, wait and see what he does, and hopefully he will be able to use this Impoundment Control Act to get some of these items amended. So from what I understand from the bill is you can either get them completely taken off or amended, meaning you have them adjusted. Okay. Now there's a lot of like intricacies to the bill and how that needs to be done. It's not very black and white. Feel free to go and look it up on DuckDuckGo. Don't use Google. Go look up on DuckDuckGo, and you can read up on it all you want. So I hope that helped everybody kind of understand what's going on. I'm happy that a lot of people are going to be getting some money in the next week or so. And, you know, while it's not a lot of money, it's going to be something, and hopefully there will be another check coming very soon. My understanding is these checks will come in phases. So let me know what you guys think in the comments box below. If you have any more additional questions that I didn't cover in this video, or you think of stuff as the week goes on and you want me to make a video about it, please let me know in the comments box. Please do not forget to like this video. It's very, very important that you give this video a thumbs up so that it can be seen. Don't forget to share this video. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much and have a good one. Bye-bye.